Hello, welcome back to STREEZYonX, your source for a quick wrap-up of what was trending on X. Let's cut to the chase and get right to it. Your hashtag Epstein client list update, which is still all a buzz. We've had a big plot twist. They're saying someone, a female, possibly someone very powerful living outside of the United States, has put this entire thing to a halt for now. There's been a delay granted until January 22nd for our dubbed Doe 107, that's the trending phrase to look through, to prove that she is in fact in danger if her name comes out unredacted on those documents. In a letter her attorney wrote the judge, they say Jane Doe 107 has already been the subject of hate mail and doesn't want any harm to come her way in her country of residence, which is culturally conservative. So of course everyone is throwing out their guesses for who this could possibly be. Feel free to tell me yours too. From Oprah to Hillary Clinton to Chrissy Teigen, just to name a few. But what we don't know that people are bringing up that I think is important to remember, could this person actually be a victim, not someone on the bad side? And we don't know if this person's delay will delay their name from being unredacted, or will it delay the list entirely? The more that comes out, the more I'll let you know. I'd love to hear all the thoughts you have on this though. Star Wars is trending because we hear another one is in the making, and filmmaker Charmin Obaid-Chinoy says it's about time that we had a woman come forward and shape this story. She will be the first woman and first person of color to direct a Star Wars film. There's also a second video going around with this trend of her answering questions at a summit, but she says that she enjoys making men feel uncomfortable with her movies because they need to change their attitude. So after hearing this, people are having mixed feelings on how this one's gonna go. What do you think about the next Star Wars film? Is there hope? Katt Williams trending for the interview podcast sesh he just had with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay, and he's not holding back. He takes a dig at Steve Harvey. Tyler Perry says it was in Katt's own contract that he would only work with Ricky Smiley if he was in a dress, which he did. He did for his role in First Sunday, the next movie they were in together. He comes after Cedric the Entertainer for stealing his joke and calls him a walrus. He even has his own Harvey Weinstein story. And this isn't even the full interview, this is just clips. So it sounds like a lot of information packed into one and could be worth a watch. I'll leave a couple of clips for you and a link to the full video. Stanley making the trends because this pack bond these people have over a tall stainless steel mug is a little bit ridiculous, but there was a limited edition Stanley X Starbucks drop at Target, and people of course went completely feral. One guy even jumped the counter to get his hands on some. And it looks like they're reselling online for a pretty penny, so that makes sense, I guess. What about you? Are you team Stanley or no? Jimmy Kimmel and Rodgers trending for what Aaron had to say about Jimmy on the Pat McAfee show yesterday, talking about the Epstein list, and Aaron saying a lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, do not want that coming out. But you must understand this does come with a backstory. Shout out to Neuro_Mike for putting the whole timeline together. But originally Jimmy Kimmel calls out Aaron Rodgers on his late night show for even bringing up the Epstein list when we first started hearing about it. So of course when they brought this up on the Pat McAfee show again, he did not hesitate to throw it right back in his face. So there was an angry response coming from Jimmy, but I thought it was a little tit for tat thing going back and forth. But Jimmy's threatening to sue, so I think that might be the curtain call for that joke. $34 trillion trending because that's the record we've just hit. We've officially gotten to the 34 trillion mark in the United States national debt category. And if you've seen talks of Mickey Mouse or Steamboat Willie, that's because the Steamboat Willie rendition of Mickey Mouse's copyright has expired, and so it has entered the public domain. So what does this mean? Well, now anyone can use the likeness of this Mickey version without permission, create new works based off of it. We've already got multiple horror movies in the works based on it, so just be prepared. All right, that's all I have time for today, but you can find more at STREEZYonX, and I will see you tomorrow.
Now back to your regularly scheduled program.